God. Hi, I'm Nicole, and welcome to episode 54 of the Nicole Stitches podcast. I am a left-handed crocheter, knitter, and general crafter coming to you from Northern Virginia, where I work and live with my fiance, our cat Webster, and now, say hello. Say hello. Our kitten, Birdie. Say hello. Look. Look at you. You can keep up with me on Instagram at NicoleSPDesigns, on Ravelry as she writes things, on Pinterest at NSPDesigns, and in my shop, nspdesigns.com, where I make and sell handmade project bags, notions pouches, and other fiber accessories, as well as original crochet pattern designs. There is a Ravelry group for the podcast, and you can go there to find a Get to Know Us thread where you can introduce yourself and meet other members of the group, a Q&A thread where you can ask me questions I'll answer in a future Q&A video. You can find the monthly pattern giveaway threads where you can enter to win a pattern that I have worked on in the month, and it's also where you can find the chatter and finished objects threads for the NSP Comfy Crochet Cal, which is a casual crochet along that I am running this year. It was probably my most distracting intro to date, and if you were bothered by that, I'm sorry. But I have a baby cat, and she is just, she's hell on wheels is what she is. Birdie, come here. Let me see if I can get her back here so I can tell you more about her. Here she is. So, Birdie is our new baby. She is just about 8 or 9 weeks old. She is just under 2 pounds, and she's a rescue, and she's a girl. If you know anything about kittens and cats, you'll know that most orange cats are actually male, much like most calico cats. You want to get down? Okay, bye. She's got a meeting. Most calico cats are female and most orange cats are male. So an orange female cat is relatively uncommon. And actually, Birdie's mom is an orange cat as well. So we were not intentionally looking for an orange kitten. It just so happens that that's what we ended up with, and so now she matches Webster. She is, as I said, she's a rescue. We decided a little while ago that we were going to try and get Webster a friend. He is 6 years old, and until now has been the only pet resident of our apartment here. Before Adam and I moved in here, we moved in together when we moved here, so before then I was living at home with my mom, and in that house Webster was the youngest. And we lived with both other cats and a dog. So when we moved here, Webster was the lone pet resident, and he didn't have any friends. And I think that he didn't mind that at first. The other cats at my mom's were old, or it ended up being mostly one cat. Our oldest cat passed away a few years ago. She was about 21 years old, so she just died of natural causes. She was old. And so then it was one cat, one dog, and Webster. But the other cat was also relatively old and wasn't interested in being his friend. And then the dog was very high energy and very nosy and just a handful. So, Webster didn't really have a buddy, but I always felt like he would kind of appreciate having one. And then we moved here, and I don't think he minded being alone at first, but the past few months we've noticed it seems like he gets kind of lonely. Since I'm home all day, because I work from home, when we go away for the whole day or overnight, it seems like he gets kind of lonely. And so we thought we'd get him a friend. Found a rescue. Birdie was staying with her mother and her siblings at a foster. And so when I went, I got to meet Birdie's mom. She was very, very friendly. I don't know if I've ever met a friendlier cat. She was all about getting pets and she was reaching at me through their little enclosure, trying to get me to give her more pets and scratches. So, maybe Birdie won't grow up the same. Birdie is very confident. She is not shy. She has a lot of energy, and she's fun. So, actually right now, while she's so small, we are limiting interaction with Webster because he is an 18-pound adult cat who is actually a bit larger than average cat size. He's just a bigger boy. And he's 18 pounds. And she's very small and doesn't know all her manners and boundaries and stuff. And sometimes he likes to be left alone. There's such a big size discrepancy. We're kind of limiting interaction, but For the most part, it seems like we'll probably be friends, I think. Webster's learning. Some of his routines are disrupted, so he's a little bit grumpy about that. He's having to share attention, but you know, casual optimism. We did really get her so that he would have a friend. So the goal is for them to be friends, which, you know, fingers crossed. But yes, that is the story of Birdie. You're going to hear her running around in the background and playing in here while I'm recording. If that's going to bother you, I'm sorry in advance, but she has been kind of tucked away in our bathroom all day so I could get work done. Now she's in here with me, and she's just checking it out and exploring and getting some of her energy out. She has a lot of energy, I'll tell you that. Birdie, don't eat paper. I'm gonna try and get back to the business of the podcast. So 54, underway and already chaotic AF. I only have progress on one of my works in progress this week. It's been hectic, as you can imagine, since we brought Birdie home. And to be honest, just based on, what? You gonna get me? Just based on what my projects are and my yarn, I don't want my yarn or projects to get damaged by tiny kitten claws or tangled up or anything. So my wedding shawl has not really come out of the bag since she got home. What? So I've been mainly working on my other work in progress, which I'll show you in a second. So I'm not gonna have a ton of fiber content meat for you, but I still wanted to make a video this week. So I'm gonna get started. As I said, I didn't work on my wedding shawl this week very much because of the little bird, but I will show it to you anyway, and you can refresh your memory on what it looks like here. I've got my yarn tangled around my progress keeper. The First Bloom by Sylvia McFadden is what this pattern is. Here's the front. You can see I only worked a very little bit from last time that I recorded. I might not have worked at all, actually. But yes, this is my wedding shawl. It is being knit in KnitPicks Bare Aristo. And I didn't really do anything on it this week, so Birdie's about to pounce on me. So I will show you now my other work in progress, which I have made actually a good amount of progress on. That's in this bag, which I think I just sold the last one of these in my shop. I still have project pouches left, which is this size. This is one of my personal ones, but it's this size. So I have a bunch of those in this fabric, and I have some DPN cozies as well. But I am now, I think, all sold out of bags. And this is my Minaret, which is by Christina Danaee. I am knitting this in KnitPicks Gloss Fingering, which is a 70% merino, 30% silk blend in the color Winter Night. Hopefully that's not so blurry that you can't see it at all. Here's what the yarn looks like. It's this really pretty blue. And here is my project. I have it inside out. All right, so you can see where I was last week and where I am now. So I've gotten a decent amount in on this project, and we're looking pretty good here. So I've gotten better. I was kind of whining last week that it's a little bit hard to remember how to do a make one right, make one left, make one right purl, make one left purl, and then when you're supposed to do each one. I've gotten better at that. I've pretty much gotten myself into a rhythm. I do need to refer to the pattern for each row to see what row it is, but I basically know, I'm able now at any given time to see what I should be doing, and I pretty much remember all of the 4 different make ones. Sometimes I do pull it up on my phone just to make sure I'm doing it right, but I mostly remember it now. So this is my Minaret, and I'm liking it. It's not quite big enough to do a fit check yet, but cautiously, you know, I'm thinking it'll probably fit. It looks a little small when I do this. That's a little bit worrisome, but we'll see. That's okay. They always look really small to me until I try them on, so, you know, again, fingers crossed. The theme of this episode is fingers crossed. That's my knitting content for this week. I've just really been working on this. Honestly, having a kitten is taking up a lot of our time. She's got a lot of energy. And she likes to be with her people. Webster as a kitten, he was kittenish, you know, he was playful and energetic, but he did a lot of sleeping, and he could be pretty independent. So Birdie is different. Also, this is Adam's first time ever like experiencing a kitten. He had never met a kitten before we got Birdie, which I think is like mind-blowing. Birdie's his first kitten, so that's fun for him. He's clearly a sucker for her, I will say. Webster was his first cat. Before we moved in together, he was kind of skeptical of how well they would get along because he'd never really been around cats much. He never lived with the cat. He kind of said that he had met cats before and they were always like neutral or standoffish to him, so he wasn't sure how it would go. But he loves Webster a whole lot, and he's really into Birdie as well. So that's been nice, but yeah, she's exhausting. But she's so cute. And my mom, actually, while we were at this foster lady, my mom came with us and she took home 2 kittens as well. So if you're unaware, our family dog who lived with my mom, our family dog Libby, passed away at Christmas time. Super unexpectedly. She was very young, and it was a very unexpected passing, unfortunately. And then in April, my mom's cat also passed away. That cat was about 18 years old, and she passed at home just naturally. She just was old. So my mom hadn't had any pets. And so when I went to meet Birdie and like sign her adoption papers and everything, I saw that this foster had a whole bunch of kittens that she was trying to take care of and was going to be trying to place. So I talked to my mom, and she came with us when we got to pick up Birdie, and she took home a brother and sister. They're a different litter from Birdie's litter. They are older than Birdie by a few weeks, and they are white kittens. They're very cute. They're very skittish because they were born feral and had a little more time in the wild being feral before they were brought in by humans and started to get socialized. So they're timid and kind of skittish, but once you kind of get them to trust you a little bit and you can start petting them, they're very, very sweet. And so my mom, I think, is really happy that she has some friends again. She's enjoying that. And it's cute that they're siblings and they got to go together. So it's been a week of kittens for all of us. Sorry for all the kitten content, but also I'm not that sorry. If you came here and you didn't expect to get some cat content, I don't know what you were thinking. Because it has been such a busy week, I don't have a new in my queue segment for you either. Really sorry. I haven't spent much time on Ravelry, and then Instagram is broken today. And it's just been kind of spotty and weird, and yeah, I don't really have a new in my queue segment for you. I'm really sorry about that. I will have it next week. It seems like really what's going on is that I'm able to have a new in my queue segment about every other week. I'm gonna try and do it regularly and have it every week, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. I do though have some shop update stuff that I can share with you, so I will do that right now. I just gotta get the stuff. Okay, I am back with all of the stuff to share with you for a shop update. I went on a big, like, mass assembly line production binge of making project pouches and DPN cozies. My shop was sorely understocked on DPN cozies. It had been a really long time since I made any. I think I had 2 kinds listed in there, and that's not good. So I went on a huge effort to remedy that. And I have a whole bunch of them in there now. These are in some of my recent fabrics, as well as some old fabrics of mine that I actually can't get anymore, so I guess they're like discontinued in my shop or whatever. So there'll be things that you haven't seen in a while if you keep up with me. All kinds of good stuff. So I have DPN cozies in these alpacas. Oh, they're upside down. I'll show you the other side. These alpacas. I have ivory donuts. This is one of my fabrics that I haven't been able to find again, so that's a good one. I've got cats and donuts, pups and cups. This is a cute one. I have bags and pouches of this in the shop now. I've got sunglasses. I've got this fabric in every bag size right now, and pouches and DPN cozies. Pizza. I've got these alpacas, which is another retired, discontinued one. Blue donuts. I have these alpacas, which are new to the shop this season. New in the shop this season. I've got some of these. I've got a fox. I just have one of this because it's the very last of this fabric that I have, and I haven't been able to find this again. This was retired quite a while ago, I think. Hello, birdie. I've got these flowers. I've also got this in project pouches. I've got daisies. We have the pinup, coffee pinup ladies. Got a whole bunch of these. We've got cats. I really like this fabric. I think I'm probably gonna have to bring it back soon. Pit bowls. Gotta love the pit bowls. Coffee and donuts. And we have palmistry. And this is also the last of this fabric that I have as well. And now I'll show you the project pouches that I have. I have lots of each kind, by the way. Well, some of them I have a lot. I have a lot of this kind, obviously. Some of them I only have 2 or in some cases 1. So you're gonna wanna get while the getting's good. I also, don't forget, have a coupon code in my shop for the whole month of July because of Fibreshare. You can get 15% off in the shop. Should work on anything. If you have trouble making it work for something, just let me know, because that means that I gotta go in and fix something. But the code is BFFs Forever. I'll put it on the screen now so that you can see it. You just put that in at checkout and you'll get 15% off. And then I always have a policy of free shipping on US orders of $50 or more and international orders of $65 or more. Now I'm going to show you the project pouches that I have. I've got these, which is a newer fabric. We've got kitties and fish bowls, and there's little polka dots on there. The daisies. This one, I just have one of this. This fabric is super old. Not like old, I mean it's not like vintage, but I had this fabric for a really, really long time. I had it for a couple years before I even started my shop, and I never really knew what to do with it. It's kind of this like grandma-y looking print, but it looks almost like cross stitch. I don't know how to describe it, but this is the very last of this fabric that I have, I think. I might have a little bit left, but I had enough to make one pouch, and here it is. I've got these cocktails, which I really like this fabric. It's cute and summery. I've got this fabric. I had bags in this last summer and they went pretty quick. I have this floral, which is another fabric that I really love. I think this is beautiful. And then I have socks in 2 colors. I have a bunch of these. I also have this in project bags. I think I have this in medium and large project bags. I had a small, but it sold. And then I also have this project pouch, and this is all I have. I just have this pouch of this fabric. So again, get while the getting's good. Some of these other ones I have a couple of, but it really depended on what amount of fabric I had left and what I thought people might like and that kind of thing. So these are all in the shop now. They should all benefit from the 15% off coupon code as well. So if you saw something there that you like or that your Fibreshare partner would like, use that code, get the discount, and you can grab it. Or if you're not doing Fibreshare and you just want to shop for yourself, that code will also work for you. I don't discriminate against people who don't participate in Fibreshare. Fibreshare emails went out, by the way, which is really exciting. They went out, I think they went out on Saturday, and I got to meet my partners and start chatting with both of them a little bit. I'm really excited about this round. I am participating in the theme this round, which is friendship bracelets. So I'm gonna have to practice my bracelet making skills and make sure that I send my partner a good one. Where are you trying to go? That's your daddy doing the dishes. Yeah? All right, birdie. What do you think? Is this the end of the episode? I think this is the end of the episode. So if you were new, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for giving my channel a shot. If you were a return viewer, thanks so much for coming back. If you want to know every time I put out a new video, you can subscribe using the red subscribe button below. Give the video a like and a comment. It really helps me out a whole heck of a lot. You can also follow me on all the social media that I mentioned, and they'll be linked below. I am most active on Instagram. Go to the Ravelry group and join. You can ask me questions, get to know us, enter the giveaway, all that good stuff. Have a good week, get lots of crafting done, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Say bye, birdie. Bye. You just want to snuggle? Are you just content to sit here? Maybe I should refilm my intro, let you run around causing chaos. You can keep up with me on Instagram at Nicole. Nope, as soon as I start talking, you just run away again. All right, that's it. We're just gonna have a loud, noisy intro, and that's gonna be how it is.